It is extremely important to me that the stories we share are authentic and that we strive to tell both perspectives. I've been a local to this remarkable island 3 times and a tourist too many times to count. Our Home Your Holiday celebrates Aruba. There's a reason why Arubans are so patriotic, and there's a reason why visitors keep coming back. Let's dive into the elements that makes Aruba our home and the perfect holiday. Hi everyone, thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Yento Liu. These right here can be referred to as speed bumps or plateaus, and actually sometimes on the island they are also called the sleeping police. Now, for a small island, we have a lot of these all over our roads, and according to the Department of Public Works, they have a long list of requests for more of these to be put in. But according to a spokesperson of DOW, they say they may not always be the best solution.
On the roads of Aruba, you will find not 1, not 2, but about 83 roundabouts on the island. There is something else that the roads have a lot of, and that is speed bumps.
They have other unique things that they have are speed bumps, of how we call it plateaus, traffic plateaus that we have. We have a lot on the island. They are mostly to reduce the speed. People tend, when you have a straight road, to go full ahead. So we started a couple of years ago to implement them mostly in where the schools are, because there you have a lot of kids. So to slow down the traffic there, we implemented a couple of plateaus, and people think that's a solution. So we have a lot of requests. I have a long list of people asking, can you put some plateaus, because then the traffic goes slower.
Swinda says speed bumps may encourage drivers to slow down when approaching them. However, it cannot be the primary solution on the roads to reduce speed. There are other instances during the flow of traffic that we need to take into consideration.
Just bear in mind, if we have a long road with a lot of those plateaus, just bear in mind that something happened with a loved one. The ambulance have to go pick the people there and go to the hospital. And you have a plateau in his way. He has to stop, go very slow over it to still go on. And when people are sick or something happen, every minute counts. So if you have a lot of plateaus for speeding, to stop, to lower the speeding, we have one of the issues is that the ambulance cannot go with full speed ahead because the people has to be in the hospital.
Instead of implementing more of these plateaus within Aruba's infrastructure, abiding by speed limits and traffic rules is a much better solution.
But still, DOW's opinion that traffic plateaus should not be the solution. There must be other solution of people have to obey the rules. If you know that you can go more than 50 kilometers per hour, please maintain those and don't go 80 or 100.
Aruba is known around the world as one happy island. What makes it so happy, you might ask? Well, for starters, the friendliness and the hospitality of our people reinforces this phrase time and time again. But there is another very important element that contributes to this saying, and that is the safety that we offer.
We love, number one, it's very safe.
Yes, the people, they're very friendly. It's a very safe island. I felt so safe all around at any point of the day, night.
The neighborhood we stay in is safe. We don't ever feel unsafe anywhere we are, so it makes it nice.
Feeling safe seems to be a constant with many travelers of Aruba. Caribbean islands and sunny destinations all offer sun, sand, and sea, and Aruba is no exception, of course. With that being said, though, it is the hospitality of the people on this island combined with the overall security our visitors feel in our home during their holiday, which sets it apart as a differentiating factor. According to a spokesperson for the police force, Force, they are well aware of how crucial security is to the visitors of this one happy island.
We have to say the safety here is very nice, very great. We of the police force are doing our best to secure the safety of everybody, locals and tourists. That's why we are one happy island.
If you were to ask Google, online resources confirm the low crime rate this island has and reassures everyone that is asking that indeed Aruba is a very safe place.
I know comparing in the Caribbean, we are the rate is very low, so we are very safe.
The safety of our island continues to be of utmost importance. The Aruba Police Force recognizes how paramount security is to the visitors of Aruba.
Yes, because the tourist is the number one pillar of Aruba, and that's why we want to secure they have to feel safety here, and that's why we do our best not to only be friendly, but also we can give them the safety when they come to our island.
Liliana says the effort in protection contributed by her and her team is for everyone.
Yes, the safety is very important, not only for the tourists. We not concentrate only on the tourists, but for ourselves, for our family, for everybody. That's why we do it. The police force is working hard. We do it with love.
Earlier this year, we spoke to the CEO of Aruba Tourism Authority, who says the island being a safe island is a driving force in propelling Aruba forward as a travel destination. When visitors feel safe, they can explore freely, giving them an opportunity to truly experience what Aruba has to offer.
But without a doubt, and no matter which research we conduct, no matter from which market, our USPs continue to be our beaches. And in no particular order, by the way, our beaches, the hospitality of our people, which is a differentiating point, and the security that we provide, so people feel safe, they can move around easily, etc. Those 3 points are the foundation of tourism, I always say. So those 3 points will continue to get a lot of attention up to the capacity that we can, as the tourism authority, will continue to get a lot of attention from the ATA, whether it be through investments, facilitation, or simply advocating for certain points that need to be prioritized.
There you have it, one happy and safe island. But just how safe is it? Take a look at this wonderful lost and found story, all made possible by one very helpful member of our local community.
Imagine going for a swim in the ocean and losing something valuable. Trying to find something that you've lost in the sand or in the water is like searching for a needle in a haystack, maybe even worse. Meet Autumn and Missy. In September 2019, they took a family trip to Aruba, and Autumn had a very rough start to her vacation.
Day one of our vacation, we were hanging out at the pool, we were having a good time, and then it was my brilliant idea. I said, let's go in the ocean. Like, we came all this way to Aruba, let's go in the ocean. Not realizing that my ring was becoming loose because my hands were like cold. So probably we were in the ocean, I would say good, maybe 5-10 minutes, and my ring slipped off. And I, not thinking that the water was crystal clear, I was like, oh, no problem, we should find it easily. Well, joke's on me. After looking for it for 2 hours, it got dark out and we had to go back to our hotel room, and the hysterical crying kicked in, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do about my ring? It was just horrible.
Autumn isn't the only one who lost something while visiting the island. If you scroll through the Facebook forum called All Things Aruba with more than 100,000 members, you'll see dozens upon dozens of people posting about something that they've lost. Miraculously, I noticed that a lot of times people report that they were able to find these items, and oftentimes it is with the help of our local community. Autumn is no exception. The ring that she lost was incredibly valuable to her. It belonged to her late mother, who she lost when she was 14 years old.
So it was my mom's wedding ring. My parents were young when they got married, so I mean, it meant the world to her that she got to have a ring. So yeah, it was my mom's wedding ring that I turned into my wedding ring. So it was just extra special to me. She wore it every day. She took pride in it. It's not the biggest diamond, but who cares? She took pride in it. Now I feel like I take pride in it. Yeah, it was just her wedding ring that she wore every day. She was proud of, and she passed it on to me, and it just means the world.
And she passed away about 18 years ago. How long ago she passed away?
Yeah, so I was 14 when my mom passed away. So, I've gone most of my life without having my mom, and when I wear this ring, it's like my daily connection to her. So that's what I think the ring means the most to me. It's just my everyday connection to my late mother.
The search for Autumn's ring continued throughout their 7-day stay at the Marriott, starting at sunrise. According to Missy and Autumn, the entire hotel staff searched. Autumn hired someone to help with the efforts, and they even had a scuba diver, but no luck. And eventually, Autumn went back home to Cleveland with no ring. Autumn and Missy did share the story with many others and posted it on various forums, but it was their connection with a particular man in North Carolina that led them the right way to a local of Aruba. This resident of Aruba even orchestrated the best possible way for the ring to get to Autumn in Cleveland.
Autumn got in contact with him, and he didn't want to ship it back to us because, coming international, you never know what could happen. He said, I have a friend coming down next month to Aruba from Chicago. I'm going to give it to him in Chicago. What? I'm going to give you his contact information, and he's going to ship it to you from Chicago to Cleveland.
And he said, all I ask, I don't want any money for your reward. And the guy, he was very smart. He had me send him a picture of the ring because he didn't want, I'm trying to think, he wanted to make sure that I was the actual owner of the ring. So I had to send him pictures of me wearing it. I sent him several pictures because he wanted to prove that I was the actual true owner of the ring. So when I got in contact with him, I said, what can I do? Can I please send you money? Like, please. And he said, I don't want anything. You getting your ring back is the ultimate reward. He's like, the only thing I ask for is that you pay to have it overnighted from Chicago to Cleveland. All I ask for is that you send me money so I can overnight it to you.
These ladies may take other Caribbean vacations, but needless to say, Aruba and its people will always be near and dear to their hearts.
Like, I can't say enough good things about Aruba. You feel safe the whole entire time. You talk to locals, and they're just the nicest people in the world.
Most of the people on Aruba are there are in the hospitality industry. So you want people to keep coming back. If there's no hospitality, there's no, the Aruba is in decline. It makes you want to keep coming back because of the good in people there. There's a good in people. And unfortunately, it's not everywhere in the world.
So Autumn, how careful are you now with your ring? Do you still wear it? I'm
very careful with it now. I will never wear it to another beach again. I've learned my lesson. I will leave it at home, leave it in the hotel room, whatever. I will never wear my ring in the ocean again.
And Autumn, in case this local sees it, is there anything you want to say to this person?
I just can't thank him enough. Like, just the kindness is so overwhelming that it's just amazing to me. I'm forever grateful. If I can say one word, it's forever, or 2 words, it's forever grateful.
Autumn's story is just the beginning. If you were to look online to various forums, you will find that visitors of this island losing something, but then finding it from the help of the people of Aruba. It can be something as small as a taxi driver bringing back a pair of sunglasses or a hotel employee returning a wallet. These acts of kindness contribute to this island being a happy one. And this story on the sentimental ring that Autumn lost serves as a reminder to our local community that those good deeds that we're all doing is not going unnoticed. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Our Home at Your Holiday for on-demand access to all our stories and episodes. We'll see you next time.